Welcome back, my dream bees. I am so happy to have you here with me today. We are going to be doing a whole new series of videos. As we do our yoga philosophy topics, we're going to just add something that is so complementary to yoga. We're going to talk about Ayurveda. So today's video is all about what is Ayurveda. How does it complete our yoga practice? What is our prakriti and our Purusha and our doshas? So let's get straight into it. What is Ayurveda? If you practice yoga, you might have heard about different Ayurvedic recipes, Ayurveda as a part of Indian cooking and tradition. Maybe you've heard about spices. This word Ayurveda comes from Sanskrit, originally coming from India. Ayu meaning life, knowledge, or living, and Veda is our knowing. So together with our living and our knowing, we are having this science of the knowledge of life. So Ayurveda as a whole is teaching us these traditions that have been passed down for generations and generations, teaching us how to treat our bodies well with what we know about life and the universe. So what does this all mean? The knowledge of life. When we are talking about life, we are talking about the energy of the universe. Yoga helps us connect with ourselves, and the fact that we are connected to ourselves, we start to realize that we are also connected to the universe. In Ayurveda, we consider the elements of the universe to be that place of power. Everything in the universe is made up of the same matter, the same energy, and the same 5 elements. So, what are these 5 elements? We start with ether, space. Then we go into air, like the wind and the air that fills our lungs in yoga. Then we have fire, this powerful element of fire. The 4th one is water. Water is all around us and we need it to survive. And then the last one is earth. This earth element also being our Mother Earth. So in Ayurveda, we are using these 5 elements to understand our bodies, to understand our minds, and to understand ourselves as a whole and as spiritual beings. These 5 elements all contain qualities within them. And the qualities of each of these elements also represent the qualities and tendencies of our minds, our bodies, and our spirits. So let's make this a little bit more simple. Our body is physically made up of these elements. We know that we have water within ourselves. We know that we have a stable structure that is like the earth. We are grounded beings, but we also have space and air in our lungs. We also have space and air in the mind. So this is a way that you can start to understand how the elements make up our bodies and our minds. And then this energy, this power, also makes up our spirit. And using this knowledge of the elements, we start to understand that we can bring our bodies back into balance. So Ayurveda also has medicine, practices, rituals that help bring the body, mind, and spirit into alignment. And this is for better health, better vitality. This is for living a long and fulfilled life. Because not only do we want to be healthy physically, but we also need to feel healthy mentally and spiritually. Let's talk about what is Purusha, and prakriti. So as the universe is made up of these 5 elements, everything in the universe is also made up of Purusha and prakriti. Our Purusha is something that cannot be changed. This is universal consciousness. While we do have physical things on this earth that we can see and understand, our Purusha is something we cannot see, but we know that it is there. It is that energy and knowledge of the universe, that deeper consciousness. It is something that is completely inactive because it is not being affected by our karmic cycles. It is not being affected by the samsara. So it is something that will never change. Your Purusha and the Purusha of the universe, that consciousness is always there. Then we go into our prakriti. This is your individual nature. So your physical nature, your mental nature, your soul's nature. Your nature is something that can be changed. It is constantly undergoing this karmic cycle, the samsara cycle. Your nature can be affected by things. It can be affected by your environment, by the foods that you eat, by the people you hang around. Your experiences in life are all going to affect your prakriti. And while our Purusha represents the qualities of consciousness such as truth, ultimate knowing, peace, enlightenment, belief, our prakriti represents that struggle for freedom. We are constantly trying to be freed and liberated from all of the consequences of the world, also being liberated by our minds. So going deeper into prakriti, we have our doshas. I'm going to do a separate video describing more of the doshas, but our prakriti is our true nature. It is a representation of your dosha, and your dosha can go in and out of balance, but your dosha will not change, because our doshas represent how the elements interact and how you are composed of elements in your body. And as your body is a physical part of your being, your dosha also makes up the composition of elements in your mind and in your energy. So our 3 doshas are vata, then we have pitta, and then we have kapha. And those 3 doshas are different combinations of elements. How do the elements of air, space, water, fire, and earth interact to make up this beautiful being that you are? We break these up into 3 main doshas. Vata, the combination of space and air. Pitta, this dominant combination of fire and water. And kapha, this strong combination of earth and water. So most of us make up this dominant combination of these elements. Maybe you have a lot of air and space that makes up your energetic, mental, and physical body. Maybe your dominant quality is fire, or your dominant quality is the earth. There are even ways that your body can be mixed doshas, having a predominant one dosha with a minor and a different dosha, or even being tridoshic, which is more rare but having equal composition of these elements in your body. So I will go deeper into that if you are interested, or if you would like to share some of the knowledge that you have learned from Ayurveda. I really hope that you enjoyed, learned something new, and I cannot wait to see you soon. Taking one last deep breath together, letting this information just sink in. And I thank you all for being with me. Have a great day, and namaste.